developer should code. Yes, it's important. It's the main job. But how he can code avoiding risks or avoiding problems that he coding can bring to the product itself. And yes, SCA, SAST, whatever, name it. It should be there as an automation, part of the pipeline, CI/CD, etc. etc. Yeah, this should be there to ensure that things are not missing. Yeah, but when creating the code, when actually typing the code itself, is the exact moment that this developer should know what he's doing. And I would say that a basic, advanced, we can discuss on that, but knowing the vulnerabilities, what they are, how they happen, and how that method that you are writing right now can expose your product to a specific vulnerability, it's already good enough to make that developer, okay, I'm coding here a parameter that I should validate, or I'm adding a library that I did not check before. So let me check this library before using whatever tool it is. Let me validate this parameter instead of just pushing the code and moving forward with the delivery and so on. So this mindset is not so far. Let's say I was developer before. It's not so far this vulnerability knowledge together with the coding skills itself. But when I see a lot of companies doing that, when they expect developers to implement SonarQube, then they need to scan on the SCA on the Black Duck. Then they need to go to the pipeline and push 10 different tasks to scan the code or something. And they need to connect this to Jira. And you cannot expect this from the developer itself. This, I would say that this is the AppSec team, DevOps team to make these integrations, configurations, and so on. The developer should code with the, as I say, defensive programming in mind. So he will code avoiding vulnerabilities. That's all. That's all we should expect from them as developers itself. And of course, they know that the code will be tested, that the product will be tested, and so on. It's the same thing that you go to the doctor, you are fat, and the doctor say, look, man, you need to eat healthy, go to the gym. Maybe you didn't know this information before. Now you know. Now you start going to the gym and eat healthy. But when you go back to the doctor again with the same problem, the same doctor who looked to your face like, man, I told you know what you must be doing, and you are not doing. With the developers, it's the same thing. Sometimes they don't have this security knowledge, talking about vulnerabilities itself. And then we're going to find vulnerabilities, come back to the process. Now we need to fix a bunch of vulnerabilities and so on. But then when he knows, as you said, this culture and education, when he knows how the vulnerabilities happen, he will probably, most of the time, stop coding like that and coding more secure way without SAST, without these things. It's how they code, you know? And then we have, I would say, the real security. That we're stop introducing new vulnerabilities. The doctor is there whenever you need. You go there, you have a consultation, but doesn't mean he will leave with you. Yeah, you don't have a personal doctor. It's not like that. But you know, now you have the knowledge to stop eating not healthy or not going to the gym or something like that. I think it's the same parallel that we could bring here.
E aí, gostou desse corte? Então segue, continua, que tem muito mais.